Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, this afternoon at the place they call the Woodshed, on the banks of the Red Cedar, home to the Michigan State Spartans, where they are ready to start another campaign. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. As college football evolves, guys, and players have more rights and they capitalize on name, image, and likeness, and teams are in different conferences, maybe the biggest thing and the thing that keeps coaches up at night, dealing with the transfer portal.
Because they got to make sure that everybody in their locker room is happy. Oftentimes, you're re-recruiting your own players and trying to keep the wolves at bay, and the phone calls that are coming in from other programs trying to steal your guys. It is not easy. Probably as difficult as it's ever been, David, to be a head coach now with the transfer.
It is, and think about players, man. If I'm not happy, if I'm not getting the run I want, like, I can just leave. I can go somewhere else. I can get paid by another opportunity. So I think players always having their eyes to that portal, looking at a better destination, makes it miserable for coaches.
The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Oh, you got to be so good making tackles because this guy in space is dangerous. They give it to him on the jet sweep, and he's able to make a few people miss, get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans! He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Foster. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. It's a reverse. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Spartans want to move quickly. He'll come out throwing on first down. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back, fighting off the defender.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Pocket starts to collapse. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He'll try to do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back. Everything tells you pass. And then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown.
Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's going up top, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Childs. Got his man in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Spartans send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a...
And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Oh, that was a terrific... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Foster. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Got it behind the line. It's Marsh. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick handoff. And the Spartans will keep this drive going. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Childs. Looking for space to the left. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his feet. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense just cradling that. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Looking for space. It's Carter. After the filthy move, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They're bringing heat. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunity.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's...
Got enough space! Touchdown, Sparty! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making...
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Belling. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Michigan State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Might as well give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Childs. He'll throw it. He's right on target. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The play-action fake. Looking to buy time. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold them to that football.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grant behind the line. It's Marsh.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Looking left. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Holds it on the bootleg fake. Using his feet to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Spartans! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Looking for a huge play. He caught it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
This guy is officially a problem.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Going to try to get it himself. There's a live football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Unloads to the right. After 45 on his way. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll immediately call timeout. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd and goal. The lone back's got it. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a cover.
First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you, but that's it.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the...
He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They're trying to get to him. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Well, dime personnel package comes on the field and they do their job, right? They take away all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go for him with the football throwing it, but they rally to him. They use their speed to not prevent an explosive play on the scramble. These guys probably now coming off the field in case this offense decides to go for it here on 4th.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Just ran him over. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle, it's Belling. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
That's it.
Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Smashes through. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Pulls it and fires to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Grab near the marker. It's Belling. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Shows him the stiff arm. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Looking to pass. It's Childs. Coming after him. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fired. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Complete to the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get it.
Looking to take a shot. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Catch in the middle. It's Glover. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Got to give the defense...
Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll open the second half with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the awesome rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Childs. He's got the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. Then he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal.
And this is the area of the field where you need him.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to throw, it's Childs. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Here's the handoff. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Can't get him to the ground. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense going all in to stop the run. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Touchdown, Spartans! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Carter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Getting some heat.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner is stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was going deep. Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short from... Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moves. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are 2 conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The Spartans will punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Childs. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any time in between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the... The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The run to the left. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Catch in the middle, it's Glover. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Glover. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one. First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Wide open downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and the quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Frazier. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Belly. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. The field position was bad. The finish was great. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Childs. Starting to feel a little pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close it. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Looking for a block, it's Johnson. Cover guys do their job and they get it. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Spartans. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great...
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans' offense takes the field. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways, but this guy is very dangerous.
A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Childs. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Pressure coming. The throw. Makes the grab outside. It's Parachek. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Belling. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Shakes off the tackle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I gotta say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the swing.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They move the tight end all over. Pocket starts to collapse. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Going for the big play. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Sparty! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they need to put something together to answer that left. Ball's out. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. Little pressure on the coverage. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Spartans are on the move. They'll go to the ground. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Takes the easy one to the back. You know, sometimes even a short game like that. Set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw. It's Childs. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Thanks for that. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a try.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And the Spartans decide to punt it away.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
This guy is The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Childs. He's got his man. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm, but he made good decisions.
And they got him for the sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB.
And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need... Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They're bringing heat. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the set. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has it there going the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense with the scoop and score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a... The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Now improvising. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Time to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal offense.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
To the air, it's Childs. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They're trying to get to it. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Go straight ahead. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Here we go.
Trying to break the plane on second and goal. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They want to run this quarterback. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking downfield, it's Warren. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This off.
Black zone a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, they'll take to the air. The short hands, it's Edwards. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team when they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you've won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all season, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the... And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Coming after it. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Howard. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going and help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Howard. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. Quick completion on the out route.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down for the tackle. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against the elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that free.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 6-6.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The give on the inside. Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Brings it in down the left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Avoids pressure. Scrambling away. He chucks one out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, I'm the quarterback, and I drop back in 4 verts. What can I see on my safety? Is it single high? If it's single high, I know exactly where I'm going with the football. Look the safety off, zip it in there. Either way, I know I got 4 guys streaking right down the field.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Simple play, simple game, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
This quarterback part of their running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it free.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Morris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Orji. It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Got the quick pass.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivals.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. Feeling some heat. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
That's caught. It's Judkins. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Give to the running back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
First down for the offense.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. These DBs going to give a little cushion. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Trying to get to it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Ibuka. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Caught near the sideline, it's Smith.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Back to throw, it's Howard. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But Dave.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. He took that baby all the way to the house, a pick 2, as it were. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Moving out of the pocket. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback, and Chase Young's record.
He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Just about set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 26, Michigan 22.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Howard. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Running with power. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
On third down, going up top. To sure hands, it's Graham. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Orji. The sweet feet buy a little time. Holds it in. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away from the heat. He'll fire to his right. He holds it in and nobody's close. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He wants to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Ohio State 26.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that pass is intercepted.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Orji. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Game could be decided right here. Crowd behind this defense on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Myers on the move. He makes a catch. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to find his man on first down. Floating away. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Dropping back, it's Howard. Steps away. Unleashes one. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he'll fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the catch. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled
for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this...
Stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, it's such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Foster. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. In the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll leave it with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
He caught it!
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. First down here for the offense. Trying to set the tone with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Defense in that situation just has to know to stay in their lanes. You know, it's hard enough to get this guy down on the ground, but you just can't let him escape. You got to build the fence. You got to build the cage.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Caught over the middle. It's Parachek. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Offense set on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. The pirouette on the line. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Gonna let it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got it in the middle, it's Foster. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Spartans will line it up on first and 10. Looking to pass, it's Childs. Extending the play. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. What a snag by the defense. Touchdown! And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.